Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I'm streaming on this beautiful Saturday. I hope that there will be some people watching me. The weather outside is so nice. It might be that the people decide that it is not a good time to watch someone stream. So today we will do some work around this ship, and I want to test out a new mod that I downloaded just to show this off. And it's nothing monstrously special, but maybe in being prepared so that the nanites are hello Skymaster, so that the nanites are not the main thing we work with. It could be a good idea to have something else, and I want to test it out. I have this small ship here that we will use to test that. Saladin Nightfire, hello. Good to see that there are some people that want to watch me stream. I thought the weather might be so nice that the people don't want to watch. So it's good to see that some people are. Yeah, that's we have. It might be a lot less hot here, but it's warm and it's humid, and that's not nice. I like to sit in a room with closed curtains and something to drink, and then be a bit cooler than being outside or something like that. I had a lot of outside yesterday. That's why I was not able to do something yesterday, because I had a lot of outside yesterday. That's completely okay if you want to stream like that. So you will all have to tell me if how the quality is. I know the video quality is not the best, but how the quality of the sound is, if it is too loud or something like that. Let me please know. I haven't set that up. Thanks for the idea and thanks for the tip with it. I know that you could set quotas, but I didn't think about if it's possible to set quotas for other things. But if I really need it, I will set up the quotas for that. That's good to hear. So you can see that I have done some work around the ship when it comes to colors. Mitch in my comments had the good idea, maybe he shows up today, I don't know, had the good idea to use some dark or darkish red accents. He was talking about a wine color. Yeah, it's at 480p. We can't do anything about that. That's sadly, my internet is the reason I would stream in a better quality if my internet would give me that. Pretty colors, that's right. I'm really starting to like the colors, and I did some work here. We can take a look at that. Some of the older guys might notice what that is. And then I went down the whole Empress and made some stripes. I think it's a nice look. We can also do some pixel work here, and the whole bottom side is set up in this darker color. I really like it. I have some yeah, that's good. I have some parts where I still have to go over it and do some work there. But for now, everything seems to be okay. The inside looks, yeah, pew. That's right. The inside still looks weird at some points, but I'm starting to really like it, and that's a good thing. The ship needed a lot of color to make her look really nice. Dark part or the dark color for all the thrusters around it. And what I started to do, and I'm not sure if I'm completely done with it, but one thing I have done is I've completely encased the thrusters. That was a weird thing. When I was coloring it, I hey Shozo. When I was coloring the ship, I noticed that I had left a lot of space, not space, openings around the thrusters, and I tried to close them so that it doesn't look, I don't know, it looks unfinished when you have openings there. For now I close them. Maybe later I have an idea to put in something that makes it not look so smooth. That's one of the problems that I have with that, is that if you upsize this and you set in the thrusters like I have here, you have these smooth, yeah, have the walls in here, you have them smooth, and I might want to change that. Later I could try to maybe set in some of the interior walls. I need something that is airtight, although basically the Empress at a lot of parts of her, there's basically a double hull. So there's the outside hull, and then there's basically another inside hull, and the outside hull should be completely open to space at most of the the things, the parts, areas. I don't know. So, and see the red accents. I really like the idea, or I don't know. I tested out the idea like I promised, and when I saw it, man, I gave her basically a red stripe down the whole length, and I really dig it. Fits pretty well. The red, the white, the two dark grays, or the two grays and the blue. Really nice. I went out and repaired or gave the drill new thrusters. At the moment they are just vanilla thrusters. Maybe I need to change that. Thanks, Shozo. The blue, I really like it too. It's a nice blue, and I will take the blue with me, and we will in the future do more stuff in these colors maybe. So I have, for basically the workhorses, I have this yellow and the black as colors, but for all the other ships we might want to go with that, or we could find a color scheme for different roles that the ships might have. Back at the new asteroid base, I still have a freighter that I might want to get at one point, and then this one, the freighter is green and white, but I think the green is a lot too bam in your face, and maybe we need to change that. This thing still does a tremendous job of bringing in the resources. This thing was a really nice decision. Getting rid of the mining beam and using this monstrous drill. Let us take a look how much stuff I have in this. See, this is from just a few minutes of work. Yeah, the drill is beast. 25 million kilo. Yeah, 25. This is 25,000 tons of iron ore, and I have 8,000 tons of ice and a bit of platinum. I don't know, that must have been somewhere in the asteroid. It didn't recognize the platinum, it just got it. Maybe it was an asteroid or something like that. Not an asteroid, and one of the meteors that hit it. So I've disconnected all the ships from it. There were suggestions in the comments to get rid of the Rocinante, and I'm not sure if this is not a good idea. I have moved her behind the asteroid for now, so maybe the game doesn't recognize her so much. I know that's not how it works, but maybe I should really get rid of her, make a save, and then bring her back at one point when maybe the whole thing hits with being all better. They promised performance. Having the next big update should have a real performance hit. That's what they say. Not sure. I'm really waiting for that. I thought this Thursday it would come, but it didn't. Wanted to start a series, just need to figure out what mods I will have. My suggestion right now is don't go too crazy with the mods. Going too crazy with the mods breaks your back, and having removed around 10 to 12 mods in this game made a difference. One thing that I can say is the nanites are an amazing mod, and I will maybe never delete them. But at the moment I'm using, and we can take a look at that, that's a sight to behold. Let us go into the terminal. At the moment I'm using the build and repair systems. It's under nanobot build and repair system on the Steam workshop. This thing can build and we are now in the pink void. So the nanobot build and repair system can build and remove blocks, and it uses colors to determine what blocks to remove, what blocks to build. You can set them up, but you can also go and just leave it open. Then it just basically just builds, because it has no incentive of removing stuff. The bubblegum zone. I did that today just to see how far the builds and repair systems work. On the spine of the ship, up here, there's a few of these build and repair systems, and they now have a fly mode. So now you can go and say build everything that's in your range, and you don't need beacons or something like that. They just do it. What they don't do, and that's what I'm doing with the nanites at the moment, I'm picking stuff up with them. And the fun part is the nanites are not so resource hungry when you just let them pick up stuff. I don't know what's up with it, but you can see it hit my CPU when the nanites spring into work. And again, I don't want to talk too much about all the resource issues and all that stuff I have at the moment, but I was able to show or to get rid of some of the problems with the help of, again, Scorpio, numbers, in my comments said use this program, and there was a tip in the program's comments for a program that was free. And I'm testing that right now, and I think it makes a huge difference, because now you can do that with basically vanilla Windows 2, but now it's a bit easier to set up. Okay, I want to have this program use these CPUs, and at the moment I'm making it so that space engineers can use 3 CPUs of my 4 CPUs, and everything else uses the last one. So OBS and Chrome use the last CPU. It makes a huge difference, even when I'm recording, because my sound issues are gone. They're gone. And that's a good thing, because I can record without having big sound issues, and I have some problems sometimes with lag, with FPS problems. This is a thing because a lot of things flying around in space, basically. So let me take a look at I will use this, and then I will take a look at the chat. Maybe Keen will someday give us all the missing blocks and fix some rotation errors. Yeah, I would be happy if Keen would start to address the performance issues. Yeah, that would be nice. The game is fun, but it worries me when Merrick talks about bringing the game back to his vision. I'm not sure what Merrick's vision is. They at the moment concentrate. I have the feeling that they concentrate to make basically a war game out of it. So teams against teams, and I just would like to have a survival game. Bit more survival elements would be nice. I don't know. It's getting, but I'm really looking forward to the new hydrogen power plant. New hydrogen power plant looks nice, and is a neat idea to be able to. It's a neat idea to be able to do something with hydrogen. On planets, you have a lot of ice, but it's a pain to find uranium, and it's nice because now you can go. There's a neat script that I found on the Nexus, and Nexus is the one from Fallout, on the workshop, where you can set up your solars, and it brings your solars into the sun. A thing that I always wanted to have. It's by Izzy Solar Tracker or something like that. Relatively new thing. Works damn well. I saw it. I watched some of his videos explaining how it works. And together with these hydrogen generators and solar panels, you can establish bases that run without uranium and all that stuff. And there will be wind power, hopefully. That's amazing. His vision is kind of scary, but yeah, put more time in it. What is your specs? I have to add them to my in my channel description, in my about. I think I have them now because people asked. I'm running an i5 3470 GTX 960 with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I have the computer itself has 16 gigabytes of RAM and everything around it, and an SSD for space engineers in the system, and then a lot of HDs to record and all that stuff. How hard would it be to add food? Yeah, that's the thing. I would like to have food, farming, something like that. Even if it is modern, hydroponic farming or something would be nice. Or normal farming on the planets. It sounds dumb. It doesn't have to be. We can talk about that in a second. It would be nice to have something like that, because I need more survival elements. Yeah, that's the thing. they should do other things first. One thing I want from medieval engineers is the being able to place blocks inside of blocks. That's one thing I don't get. I know that the engines are relatively similar. Why can't I place place a seat, and above the seat or close to the seat a lamp? Why is that not possible? That should be possible, and I hope that they change a lot with the newest big update. Yeah, that's why the idea of it so much, it makes it much easier to have source of power on planets. Yes, because of moving objects. Yeah, but moving objects, a seat is not a moving object, and a lamp is not a moving object too. That's the thing. They in Space Engineers, every block counts as one block, and so that a lamp is one complete block. A seat is one complete block. I think the not the damage model, where this thing touches other things. I hope that's understandable. I know that there's a name for it. That's smaller, but the whole thing counts as one big block. Yeah, the engines can't. Why can it handle the thing in a medieval engineers? They calculate speed and movement in SE, so they don't do that in SE, in ME, in medieval engineers. That's what you're saying. I assume. And why can't a lamp and a chair not calculate their speed just in one block? I hope that they do that at one point. Good. What I want to test today is I have downloaded a new mod. I know that people always are not too happy when I download new mods, because that means problems with the game. But I found this laser welding and laser grinding mod. I hope I have installed it. I should have installed it. But finding it hard. Grind. So laser grinder. That's nice. And weld. Laser welder. Okay, this is big. Good. Let us go here. We will have to remove that thruster. That is the laser. Ooh, that's loud. I need to change that. Give me a sec. Otherwise, you people will have bleeding ears in the future. Yeah, because lamps are stupid. That's from a dev in one of the live streams. I should watch more of their live streams, but yeah, I'm sure that's the explanation, and I'm not too mad about that, but I would like it to be different. That's a thing. There might be, or I hope that there at one point is a way so that they maybe can do that. Okay, what? This is the welder, and the other one is the grinder. So now let's move the thruster. G. Thrusters. I will just put that here. I don't want to make the ship too high, otherwise it will not fit through the doors anymore. And I should... Ah, it's still loud. Why is it still so loud? I should hit OK after I've done this. That always helps. Yeah, I know that everyone wants them. Compound blocks. Compound blocks are a good and nice idea. And again, I would be... oh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Don't destroy anything, please. Oh, okay. I have the gravity in the ship turned on. And gravity always is a big problem. Sometimes the stuff hits the ground so hard that it just breaks through, and that wouldn't be nice here. Maybe I need heavy armor for that. Okay, we need a medium cargo container and then some conveyors. Medium. The conveyors I have. Medium cargo container. Can we set them on? I can't talk today, people. Wainwright, hello. No, I'm not putting a gravity drive into my ship, at least not today. I hope that's okay, because I'm doing something else, and I'm not still not sure that the gravity drive will even work in survival. Maybe other people can also say something about that. How is it possible that gravity drives work in survival? Because I'm not sure. Everything that I saw that said here gravity drive is always in creative, with a lot of spinning things and. Okay, yeah, they do work in survival. Can you build them in survival? That's the main question. I don't want to start that project and then I see that it is not possible to finish it. Okay, this one. And this one, and then we might want to have a connector instead. Does that work from all the sides? Yes, it does. The ship doesn't need to be beautiful or anything. It just needs to work for the moment. I'm not sure. Just more work. How much space does a gravity drive take up? And is it really worth the work? See, I don't want this ship to blow up. Yeah, how big do you have to make the gravity drives? That's the next question. Do they take up a lot of space? This ship was never planned for a gravity drive. That's why I'm asking. Wayne, maybe? You asked me to do that. Now you have to answer my questions about it. Okay, we need side thrusters, and I want to have a few more thrusters. The ship gets really big. I have thrusters up, I have thrusters down, but I have only 2 down, 4 up. That needs to change. 6, and then I need some pointing to the front so that I can have a bit more stopping power. Okay, because you screwed up. To you it was not worth it. Why was it not worth it building that thing? I have to imagine it is a lot of materials that you need for that, or is it a pretty cheap build? Most central part of the ship, the most central part of the ship is does it need to be in the center of the ship, or does it need to be in the center of mass of the ship? Because the most central part of this ship is this room, or one of the centers. We can take a look at it. It's basically, yeah, it is the room behind that. So that's the thing. And Saladin, you said it's not worth it. Why is that? I'm not sure that I'm able to put anything into the center of mass of the ship. Can we make it visible? I'm getting distracted by you guys. Center of mass. Show gravity range. Okay, let us see if the center of mass is showing. It could be that the center of mass is somewhere back here, because the ship is pretty back heavy. The area in the front is pretty much empty, and so we might not be able to see it unless we sit in a chair or something like that. Or I made Battlestar Galactica launch tubes, and I really like the idea, but most of the time the ship exploded when when I used it. It's a bit destructive sometimes. I might have to sit down, but you see that most of the stuff, the reactors, the tanks, are in the back, and I'm not sure if the two nanite factories in the front can really. Hello, Lenscap. Nice to see you here. Oh, there it is. It was here. I saw it. I just saw it. There it is. That's outside of this room, so it's in the open, and I will not set it into the open. It's a bit impractical. Does it need to be precisely in the center? Otherwise we could see if we have a bit of space up here and set it up here and then see how it works, or does it violently explode then? Oh, one thing I always need to do, and I want to do with this ship, is set up a projector somewhere, and maybe. Hello? Yes, thanks. Hello? Yeah, that was, yeah, I hope I'm back now. Let me know if I'm back. I didn't want to press any button there, but it seems that my clicking around canceled out the stream at one point. Oh, I know what it was. Oh, let me grab that. Let me grab that. Settings, hotkeys. Ha! That was the thing. I've set up hotkeys for that, and the blueprint hotkey is the same key as stop the stream. Yeah, the 2500. I have that for a long time right now. I'm rotating around 2,500. Yeah, go and tell Landscape. Tell Landscape, Armand. By the way, hello. Keep compensating heading. How do I compensate that? So can I do that with gyros? That's good, Landscape. I hope you send a link, so I will tweet it out then. Not that a lot of people see that, but that's a good thing to hear, Landscape. I'm missing your videos. Okay, gravity drive. Wayne, you said I need to compensate for it. So how do I compensate for it? Can I do that with normal steering keys? Okay. So I can use gyros basically then to compensate for eventual. I need some air. Beautiful scenes here. By the way, these are on top. These are Space Invaders. I thought that's a nice thing to put on top there. One way you can by adding mass. Yeah, I could make it so that the ship bring the center of mass somewhere where I need it, and then yeah. Mass blocks, by the way, are not so. You would have to put down a lot of mass blocks. That's the thing, and again, I can't take absolute credit for this ship. That's the worst thing. The Duchessa is the thing. I found this ship and I fell in love with it. Now I have my own, a bigger variant, and I need to. At one point, I really need to get in contact with the person that made the Duchessa and do something, because it's just, this is an amazing ship. It's pretty simple and it looks great, and that's just my own take of it, with hangar and with a lot of space, and it works a lot better than all the other ships that I've built. All the other ships where I said, okay, I want to have a ship that can get around and can do everything for me. This one looks the best, and it works the best because, again, I just have 2 levels with all the rooms laid out basically like the Duchessa has a room layout, and it works perfect. So okay, I want to test this one. What I wanted to do is turn off the infos. I will take a look how you build a gravity drive and then see. Can you use the gravity drive just for, do you use it for all the directions, or can you use it for just stopping and accelerating the ship. I was never interested in the gravity drive. That's because, again, I always thought it's not a project you could finish in survival. So okay, now what could we dismantle? Come on. We dismantle just this arm of the communications array here. Stopping, accelerating is the easiest way. Is the easiest. Good. Then I might just do that for this. We talked about that. I know, Wayne, that you said maybe use a gravity drive to decelerate, because I said bringing it up to speed, okay, is slow, but I want it to be able to stop relatively fast, and that's one thing. Going long distances without much energy use. Bleh. Energy usage is not a problem here. The biggest problem is that when it is running this ship, it takes ages to stop it. It has jump drives. That's her main way to get somewhere, but I would like to have something that I could use to have basically emergency stopping power. That would be neat. Okay, let me set up these things here. Laser welder, laser grinder, and maybe we should get a bit away from. We saw the bubblegum universe dimension, and we need to get this thing out of that, so the nanobots don't repair that. This would help to stop. That's a good thing. Yeah, I will take another look at it and see. Make suggestions. Maybe not in the comments right now. I think I have links deactivated anyways, but maybe make suggestions what a gravity drive we could use. Something easy, something reliable. That's what I want. I don't want to have huge explosions near that ship or in that ship. I'm tempting my luck with piggybacking the Duchessa here a lot. Fast acceleration and braking power. Yeah, braking power, that's what I want. Good. Let us turn on the bubblegum dimension another time. Another space anchor hook in mid-flight. That would be nice if you could do something. Shoot a big hook out and then just I see explosions, big ones. I would say, what is? Okay, it's the. Is the thing out yet? Yes, it's out. Okay, then we can turn that off again. I wanted to have this system. Also, again, I saw it and I was really happy that other people tackled this nanite system too. This one is a lot easier, and again, it's a lot easier, and it is not so demanding on the CPU. That makes it a lot better when it comes to building stuff. Okay, it has just this range, but it works out. Okay, let us... Automated chip demolition machine. Yeah, that's what I fear that it could be. A system that just demolishes my ship. This is the welder, we want the grinder. It doesn't do anything. Okay, then let us get rid of the ion thrusters in the terminal and see what you have to set up for it. Beam length, 1 block. Okay, we might want to have a bit of... let us go for 15 blocks. Speed multiplier. 2 is good. Laser welder set. I know that this thing is, again, is just basically welding and grinding in a straight line. That's nice because you can just aim for something and then just weld this, just grind this. That could be a good thing. Why are you not... Does it not get enough power? How much power does it need? Ooh. Ooh. 10 megawatts. No, that's just not right. Okay, we will bring that down. 3 megawatts. We should have more because I'm using one of the azimuth. Oh, maximum output 2 megawatt. Maybe we should put on more reactors. Okay, let us get into range and then we set up another reactor. Come on. Quality just died. So the sound quality or the video? Maybe it is. Maybe it is the laser stuff here. Okay, then. Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, the problem is I didn't change anything. Maybe it's on your side. I'm not sure. I don't see anything too different here. Looks like you're up Fudge Creek without a popsicle stick at the moment with those. What is the reference to? Okay, uranium. We need some uranium and another. Maybe we can go all out on the reactor front. Reactor. We need the tiny. We could have put them here, maybe. Ooh. 9. What do I need? Steel plates? I should have steel plates. Now. Just go all out with the uranium and let the with the reactors and just let the guys get supposed to be up Poop Creek without a pedal. But it was a Shrek quote. Okay, that's sounds great. Mitch! I just talked about Mitch. There's Mitch. Thank him for the red. If you would do that, people. You have them upside down, lol. The reactors? No, the reactors are good because the reactors have 6 points, so they have attachment points on all sides. That's completely okay for them. That's why I love these small reactors from Azimuth. They work. Mitch, you might see something that you suggested, and I want to give you credit for this. The red really does something for the ship, and I hope you are happy. Some details. That was a good suggestion. I took a look at it and found a red that I liked, and then I went with it, and it is good. Okay, now let us see if this thing works now. Now I should have all the power in the world. I don't have all the thruster power in the world. That's a big issue. It does. It really does, Mitch. No. Break. Go slower. Good. Okay, then let us see if it works now. It should use up. Now the question is the 5 blocks, is that small blocks or is that does nothing? It does nothing. Why? Laser grinder. Maximum required input is 1.5 megawatts. It should work. So why doesn't it? Does it need ammo or something like that? No, it doesn't. Good. Now it works fine. They're nice. These are really, really nice. I think I can turn this off now. Does it? Oh, you need to turn them on? That's not too cool. You can't use them like the normal tools. Yeah, that is the laser welder mod. I want to try it out, so if we ever need to get rid of any of the nanite systems, although again I found for me a relatively practical solution for how I can build this ship without using the nanites or the normal nanites, because the normal nanites. Yeah, but that's not. They are tools. I want to use them with my mouse button. Just add. Sure, that's the solution, but I would like it to be different. Laser welder, toggle on off, laser grinder. The blue one is the welder. Okay. It's not convenient, and that's not how the game does it. That's the only thing that I say towards them. Okay, let us see how the welder works. Solar and the blocks, and I can just bring these back, and then don't know, just the solar panel to see. They are fast. I'm not sure if they adhere to the come on, to the same rules as the normal welders, if they speed up with welder speed from the options or something like that, but doesn't really matter. Get creative and use a script to detect. Yeah, I could do that. Same way, Raven, I like a tool able to be more. Yeah, the rest of the tools is why it's a modded part. I will not complain, or I will complain, but I have to be. I have to understand that the modded parts sometimes don't work like the normal parts. I would like a better the bit of blue that's down there with the laser welder. I would like it to be able to really see a difference between them. That would be nice. But I'm not here to write an article about the mod and say, hey, that's a bad mod. Weld furthest first. That's a neat thing that you can just say, okay, weld from the inside to the outside. That's neat. Okay, let us see. Okay, that works pretty normal, but it is a lot more precise with the blocks. You can a bit more range would be nice. Or let us see how hard it is on the 3-point something. So 15 blocks. How far can you go? 30 blocks. Let us just go with 30 blocks and then see how bad it is for the 15. Whoa! That's a bit too much. Okay. 9 is better. Yeah, you can change distances. That's one cool thing, that the distance of them, but that you need 15 megawatts to just run that thing is Armand just built an Arduino and script on it on the trigger of the control console. Yeah, that it would be nice. Again, that's the whole scripting thing again, and I'm not good with that. I'm not good with that. We, although this is a technical game, I'm not good at technical things. When it comes to science, I'm mostly talking out of my bum behind, and it's not that I can program anything other than websites, and that's not too hard. It is hard when you've never used it. That would be really cool. You got to remember almost 15 years out of school. Yeah, that's for me the same. Most of it is fairly plain English. Once you get the syntax, I got 1 year left of school, can't wait, get zero freedom. When you're still in school, what school, Mitch? Real school, or is it college or something like that? Because you will miss times in school. Watching no chat finish up, huh? Okay, that works pretty well. Where is it? Oh, okay. I'm missing steel plates. That's neat. That's really neat. That this thing, that makes the whole thing a lot high school to the majority. Okay, yeah. That's then. You will miss school sometimes. Absolutely sure. If there could be reasons why you don't miss school, but if you have a pretty normal school life, then sometimes you will absolutely miss school. Me feel old, yeah. Um, my audience is pretty mixed up. That's a good thing that I like that, because um, my audience is a lot older than, and that's no criticism. I'm a lot older than most of the things on YouTube, the people on YouTube, and that's a good thing for me, because that. What did I want to do? I wanted to get steel plates. So just I don't need steel plates. So let us just grab this here, put the steel plates in here. Now the question is, now we can go and put this stuff in here. And this, where does that come from? I've ground down something and now I don't know what it was. Let's say 40 is not as far as I feel you, Saladin, there. Yeah, that's always, but you it's normal that if you're older that you also act a bit older. That's I recently had a bus encounter again. I'm in June I will go and do another course. I talked about that. I finished my I did education to be able to do web design, because I'm a media designer, and I'm coming from the print industry, so that means I'm in no way a web designer. But my job, at least here in Germany, makes it so that more and more I need to be able to do web design too, and that's why I got into a course and did more of that and learned more of that. And I finished that, and then I saw, because it was basically a virtual classroom, so the people I learned with were all over Germany, and we met basically in something like a chat room and something like Discord, but with it's weird. And then you learn together, and the cool thing about that is I at one point, because I was trying my hardest to learn all the stuff, I started to how's it called if you help out the people learn the stuff, like you would do in school. And yeah, Mitch, nice. And so the people asked me why I'm not doing these courses, and to be able to do, and I thought, maybe why I'm not doing that. Talking into a mic in front of people that don't see me is a thing I hope I can do. And it's funny, and to be able to do that for companies and all that stuff, I need a certain other certificate, and so I'm getting that next. And then I will be able to go into basically education and do education for adults. Adults, not the thing, but I will not be a school teacher, because for that you have to learn other stuff, but I will be able to teach other people stuff, or I have the certificate that I can do that. We live in Germany. Hello, Warpig. In Germany, you have to have certificates for a lot of stuff. It's not like in other countries where you can, if you if you say you can do that, you have to prove that you can do that. You have to prove it before you start working for someone, and that's why you need certificates, certificates, certificates. Okay, I need a good way to dock this thing to get materials. And then maybe a way to dock it even more so it doesn't get lost. What race? Warpic. I might have to go with some conveyor thingamabingies here. I think that's the way to go. And so we do this. Oh, wrong color. Wrong color. Okay, this works out. Now connectors. Connectors. These. The big thing with this will be that the ship can't stay that way. The connectors are not enough to hold it in place if we fly away with it. That's forecast that great. You watch. It's your hobby to watch other people crash in horrible fireballs. Warpic. That's not nice. Okay, down. The thing is, we will not have enough space. If we do... Okay, this is... dimensions. The dimensions need to be different. Streckenmarsche. Okay, we can fill this up now, but that needs... If we design a welder ship, we need to have this in mind. These spaces. I should have trusted Armitage with that. Armitage built the turtle, and by the way, this is the turtle. We could also modify the turtle with the lasers. It's one of the oldest ships I have, and the turtle had connectors here before, I think, and they were spaced in a way where you could dock it with two connectors on the side, and the space was just right to fit that. I'm not sure, Warpic, that that's the right word in it is not the right word in English. It's basically just the word we use for that. Is there an English word for the people that sit on racetracks and keep check? Maybe we have race interested people here. Boah, was für ein Feuerball. Yeah. Fire crew. Yeah, something like that. It's the people that also hold the flags and all that stuff. I'm not sure if... Okay, then then we will go with that word. Okay, this works out. So we have a good way to weld and all that stuff again. Again, designing a weld ship. We need to keep some things in mind with that, and the size might go. We might go a bit crazy with the size. I know that there are. I need a good idea for that. A Pyrex jug? What is a Pyrex jug? Is that the material that the jug is made out of? Armand? Okay. Good. Okay. Heat treated tempered glass. Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you get cut? Do we hope? He might get. Oh no. Hope it's not bad. Otherwise, ER immediately, please. Good. What else do we need to do? That was my plan basically for today, but I want to keep streaming a bit. I want to do something a bit later. I want to do some work in another game. Thanks, Warpick. And the red is thanks to Mitch. I hope he will be back in a bit. Ah, no. Okay. What else can we do? I need more things in here. We will set up this on the other side now too. Having some connectors. We could just add connectors. So the ship can... Because then I can just... Okay, it's enough to get away from this connector. That's good. Because then I can... It doesn't matter where the ship docks, how it docks. That is, I think, not a bad thing to do. And I don't need to think about the right placement anymore. It's one of the things I was sitting here and I was thinking about how do I do that with the connectors, and just going with the junctions and just adding connectors. I think that's okay, because again, now I don't need to think about how many connectors does a ship have. What I need to do is to think about how I connect, how I anchor the ships. When I do something like that, I definitely need to add landing gears. I definitely need to add landing gears, because otherwise the ship would, when the big ship is moving, sometimes there is problems with the connectors. There's still problems with the connectors, not holding as good as they should. Aircraft area, yeah. You require hydration. I do too. I will. Starmade? Armand? No, it's not Starmade. I have another ship. I have I've bought another, not another ship, another game. And I definitely want to talk about that because merge blocks are made by Satan, and I hate merge blocks. That's why. No merge blocks. It's not necessary. If you have enough landing gears, the landing gears do fine. And they basically work the same as the merge blocks. Just by not changing ship names, by not having to rename the ship every time it disconnects and all that stuff. That's the problem I have with merge blocks. For my nanites down here, that's okay. It's just a utility. I don't need to name it. But for all the other ships that I have, I would like to keep the name as it is and not have to every time bring the name in anew and all that stuff. That's why I don't like the merge blocks. The merge blocks are fine. They have there is things that you need the merge blocks for. Give me a sec. There is things you need merge blocks for, and I don't say that they don't have a reason in the game, but not for that. I would like to work with landing gears and with connectors here. And the landing gears are the way to anchor the ship, and the connectors are just the way to, connect it up, being able to reload all the stuff. You can see that here, by the way. I usually just disconnect the connectors afterwards so that I don't continuously, it's too warm here, continuously see all the systems of the Duchessa, for example, in the terminal of the Empress. That's why I love to disconnect it. And you saw that the Empress is not so fast that under the normal use the Duchessa would break away. It jumps with the Empress when it is connected, and that should all the ships do. And not even the drill broke loose when I was flying with the ship. Other than doors, Chozo, explain that. Emissive strips, Warpig, the yellow here or the green from the landing gear, or the yellow here these are emissives. Where's the problem with showing up in white? Why one might have issues with emissive? So your emissives are showing up white. That's for one sometimes still a bug. And is it on modded parts, Chozo? Because if it's on modded parts, it is because the all parts. No, then I don't know. The modded parts sometimes have the problem that they don't show up. But you can see that for me, the landing gears, the landing gears sometimes have the problem that they still show up in white. Good. This is done now. I need to still color in the floor here. I'm thinking about adding, by the way, we can open the helmet. I've brought the airtightness back. Tested it out and it didn't change a lot when it comes to CPU and all that stuff, so I thought why not bring that back. I'm thinking about doubling up this this roof here, or the ceiling here, so that I can have it, so that this stuff doesn't show through, and the height here is, we can have all ships that are only 4 blocks high, so anyway, so it's not a problem to close this here. Chat on another TV and doing housework. Yup, that's good. That's good. If I can just give you a bit of background noise, Saladin, I'm absolutely fine with it. Ho. Okay. Good, this works out. I need to couple this. One thing that I need to take a look at is how big is the landing gear. The landing gear, the small one, is 2 blocks. That's a good thing. I'm not sure that this is a good idea, by the way, but it will be just for now. The cargo containers are still unstable and not unstable. They are not very. Oh. Can I compensate? Saw that I got damaged because of this ship not having oxygen. Can I compensate that and say depressurize? This is done now. And no, it doesn't work. Okay, that's not the main problem right now. Here, emissive strips, there you can see it, by the way. Now they are white. I'm enjoying a beer. I don't. Okay. Did the other one? The other one locked up too. And now I can just... The landing gears already locked. That's one thing, by the way, that they are set to auto-lock as default is one of the things I don't really like. And if you put them together, the landing gears right now the landing gears are white too. It's sometimes when they change, it does that. That's so weird. Oh, you need O2 bottles, Raven? No. I have 2. One is at 15%. It was because I had my I had my helmet open. I thought that if you have an air vent that is in a room that is, as you can see, filled with oxygen, and you set it to depressurize, it should bring in the oxygen, and then that should work too. That's the thing with the air vent. That's why I have placed that there. Let me test that out again. Maybe the air vent didn't change. See, it's set to pressurize, but the room pressure is not pressurized. And that's weird, because the room pressure is pressurized. Maybe it can't see that because of the force field doors, but it doesn't. So yeah, I would need to stick bottles in there or an oxygen generator. I will just keep my helmet closed for now. That works out. Okay. I want to connect that so that I can move the ship if I need to. And I don't destroy anything in here. I just built the vent. That's the main problem. And I have to be careful. I'm sometimes I just fly out of the ship, and then what is that down there? Oh, it's another asteroid. And I don't think about that my helmet is open, and that's not good. Okay, let's fly towards this and bring that to safety. From blow to suck. It is set from blow to suck. It is set to pressurize, depressurize. That's why I said that I'm. That's why I'm said that the air vent says the room is not pressurized. It is set up to depressurize. That's the blow to suck thing. Okay, let me move the drill a bit away. And we need a solution for the thrusters. Having the thrusters in the way they are right now, this drill is working, but it's a pain to move. The ion thrusters in space are pretty weak. On planets they work fine. Yeah, that's the thing. They work nice on planets, and I think that's the thing about it. They see an atmosphere as airtight and not, or as pressurized and not a pressurized room. And I think they can do that. Maybe it is the airtight force fields. It could be that in the beginning of Oxygen, I had an ice miner that brought in ice, and the big problem with that is that I didn't want to transport the ice from the ship to the planet. What I wanted to transport is the oxygen, basically. And the thing with that is that the tanks try to basically try to balance each other out. So if you connect a ship to another ship and both have oxygen tanks, then they balance each other out. It's not like you could set it up where one set of tanks just grabs everything. You can do that with this mode, this storage mode from the air tanks, but then they don't. They store it completely, and they don't pump it into a station or something like that. Also, what I did was I had a set of air vents that connected basically to each other. Was it with connectors? I'm not sure how I did that, but they connected, and then you had an airtight room, and the vent from the ice miner or the oxygen ship was blowing out, and the vent from the station was depressurizing. That worked out pretty well, so it might be that something changed with the oxygen, or that it doesn't recognize these as a closed room. Maybe maybe we can test that. That's always need to see if the circumstances here change then. We have a modded block that holds in the air down there, but it's an airlock. Maybe it recognizes the airlock. The thing is that the force fields are just basically blocks too, so not sure what's up with that. But we close everything now, and then we close this, and then we test it again. If then the ship recognizes this as pressurized room, that would be neat. Let me take a look. Events in space on planets, they work fine. Yep. Yeah, for hangar or when I'm in my base. Do on many of my ships as air vent. Okay. Only way I've ever really done it was, and I prefer a generator but a small. It's, yeah, the generator is a fine thing to do. I'm usually doing the air vent thing just for planets, because I could have done that from up there. Because there it's just easy, or on the Earth-like planet. So it is hangar door small, front lower, close. Yes. I need a way to get up from here. Maybe I can make another elevator to go up from below the hangar into the hangar, but then I have something that sticks out in the hangar, and that's maybe not a thing I want. Okay, good. Now let us test again how this works now. And we need to decouple it to, okay, get away. And then, air vent, come on. Not pressurized. See, by the way, depressurize is on. It doesn't recognize this room as pressurized. So, some bottles or a generator for the future. This again, this is was just the test chip. Hello, Mitch. Welcome back. See ya, Wayne. Good. Let us open this up again so I can get in and out of this ship. Good. Okay, one thing I need to do in the future is bring this back and then connect it up to store all the iron in the ship. And we need to go on a mining tour to get more cobalt. I'm lacking some of the in my shed. Won't the Ethernet connection the actual physical damage? Oh, that's bad. Hope you can see everything, Mitch. Good. Okay, let us go and take a look how much stuff we have. Again, we need some materials, definitely. We have nice. Okay, we have some, yeah, we are lacking cobalt. That's one thing we definitely need to get, and platinum. Platinum we don't need so much at the moment. I'm trying to not build too many reactor components and too many thrusters. But yeah, we want to fill that up. Silicon 2 point, yeah, we have enough silicon. We need more silver. We have stone. For some reason, the quotas are off, and and it is still producing. Is Tim not running? So, I've stored. I've done some storing of. I destroyed the other pill miner that I had at the Earth-like planet. The timer is running. The Tim script is collection was modified. May not. Okay. See, the enumeration operations are not execute. May not execute. So it seems to not check the numbers. Check code. Code is successful. Remember and exit. Now it should work out, and now it should stop producing materials all the time. Seasons are staggered. Sonar electrical heater. Oh man. Games because I can't feel my fingers. Oh no! Mitch would just wait and cold but nice. Alright. That's the season just staggered. The last 2 days have been insanely nice. Then today it was literally a storm, pouring rain. Oh no, that sounds bad. The Fahrenheit thing I still don't get. 90s at one point I need to get the conversion rates there. Okay, we still have this room to do stuff with. I want to have another bottom hangar door here, and then we need to find something. I need to find a good way to do the colors in here. That's at the moment it doesn't really check out, and I need to remove all the catwalks before I do that. Because you can't color anything if you have catwalks in a way. That's bad. The last one is Mitch gets valued follower award. Yeah, Mitch, I'm. Thank you for enduring bad things to watch me. And again, I will not. I'm not angry if you say it's too whatever to sit here and endure this all just to watch me. 80 is 26. Okay. Okay, I've been waiting for this stream, so it's worth it. That's good. That's good to hear. But again, I tell you, don't endure stress just to watch me. Okay. Later we need to bring these then back. It's hard. If you color, you should learn from my suffering. Coloring a ship afterwards is a really hard thing to do. Decide for a color in the beginning and then build, or build a frame that you can easily color and then decide for something. The doing details and then the color afterwards is the worst thing, because again I have to remove all these to maybe change the colors here. I can't color, for example, walls. This wall I could color from the inside, but yeah, I can't reach it from here. And for other places it is bad. And you can see here I can't color it from the inside too, because I have another machine that is blocking that. And it's a lot easier and more convenient to just remove the catwalks than to remove the machines again. Kelvin with Fahrenheit, convert to Celsius then. You do the math thing there. I'm okay. Good. I think I am done with Space Engineers for the moment. Of the Galaxy, forgot the name, already had the music in mind and basically made a movie around the movie. Yeah, that's a technique you can do. I'm trying to work the other way around, get the details afterwards, basically. But my idea here was wrong. I did the detailing inside, and that was the wrong idea. I need to get the basic shape, then color, then details. That is then life seems to be a lot easier. Good. Yeah, Kelvin is exactly. Okay. Good. Good. But I think I'm done with Space Engineers for today. We will talk for a moment, and I will try to set up the other thing that I wanted to show you and talk about with you. I got a game that is already a bit older. Let me go black for a second. Turn this off. I hope that's okay for you for a moment. I'm just trying to set up the other game. I hope it works out with streaming it. I bought a new game 2 days ago that just came out as an early access title. I will come back, definitely. I have to be interesting, still try to be interesting, although there's nothing on screen. And I hope that OBS is just doing... that was settings. Let me get the global sources. Add a new window capture, and I will call that this, and then in a window. No, why? How is that? Refresh. Okay, then we need to go and do the monitor. Okay, monitor here, by the way, my thingamabingy. You can see my dashboard. And now we try to fit whatever we have here into that window, and then to 1000. This is not working out pretty well. Why does this game not show up in my... So how bad is it? Friday playing that song, somebody once told me, Hello Darkness. Okay, good. Planet Nomads. I just... I will not restart it. The few blocks, the few pixels on the bottom we can miss out on. I hope it's okay that you see the window up top there. Oh yes, this game. My reaction is different. My reaction is very, very different. I will go and start a stream world in creative mode. I try to adjust OBS. That's the thing. I try to do that, but for some reason, I know why. I know why. We can do that. I can do that. I will do that. Settings. Let me try another. Really need to get better with all this stuff. I know why it couldn't capture the window, because it was no window. It was nice. Okay, and now edit scene. Can I do that? No, I can't do this. I want to add. Edit scene. No. How do I add a new thing to the scene? Kerbal Space Program. Do you know Kerbal Space? Yeah, I know Kerbal Space Program. Sure, Mitch, I have Kerbal Space Program on my channel, but people didn't find it interesting, so I had to get the thing with Kerbal Space Program is that I have dropped a lot of time into Kerbal Space Program recording it, and the problem is that people didn't watch it, so why keep it? Let me add global source nomad. We can stop. Yes. This should work out better, or live switching. There's no accounting for taste, obviously. I like Kerbal Space Program, but the problem that I have with it is, again, it takes a lot of time. Having it as a main game on the channel would be nice, but I've dropped my channel from Minecraft to Space Engineers, and just now Space Engineers is attracting the people, and switching to something else, to something so different than Space Engineers, like not Planet Nomads, like KSP, is hard to do. The people would want to see Space Engineers or something like that, and it's this whole YouTube thing. Yeah, it really takes a long time. Yeah, it takes. That's the main problem with KSP. Good, Planet Nomads. This is basically the start of Planet Nomads. You land with your rescue capsule, and then you are on a planet. At the moment, that's the only thing you are on, a planet. You can gather resources, you can do things to the landscape. Let me show you. You can dig if you want. What you can't do is bring that back. So or at least I don't know how to. I'm in creative mode because the survival mode right now, just to talk about it and show it a bit, is really, really hard to do. Space Engineers meets No Man's Sky. No. Yeah, but no. The Planet Nomads is a lot like Space Engineers. The building is a bit different because set up parts. We can take a look at this. We can go and get some parts on the just on the hotbar, and we can then start to place them. This works a lot like Space Engineers. The parts are a bit more defined, so these are parts that have a certain use. They snap to each other. At the moment it feels still a bit clunky, but then if you want to place walls, for example, you can do that by finding a wall and then setting it into place. Let me get a corner. It's always nice to start with the corner so you see where how your building is structured later. And then so you have a lot of survival elements in Planet Nomads. That's the thing I like. You need food, you need water. Air is not a thing at the moment, so there's no need for air or something like that. But again, there's a lot of need for food. To produce food, you need a machine. Let me just place it. This is your food processor, basically. The other thing is for parts, you have first this thing that is a 3D printer, basically. The 3D printer makes components. That is a lot like in Space Engineers. So this is your assembler. It works without I can't access it at the moment because we are in creative, but this one works without energy, so place it and then you can build your stuff, your components. It is a nice wall. It looks good. I will not say that it looks bad in a way. I still have the caveat with it that I'm missing things to do. That's hard to say, but so it's basically Minecraft. I would not compare it to Space Engineers at all. A lot to Space Engineers, because Space Engineers, the building mechanics are relatively similar. You build you build your parts, so your building parts are made up out of certain materials. You build components like frames, like electronic parts out of them, and then you start welding together your components, or your walls, your machines, your however this thing is called. It's the thing you have here. This gun is basically like a welder and like a drill in one thing. That is similar to No Man's Sky. No, because you have your pickaxe. This is the gun down there on the right side is your pickaxe, basically, and that is the similarity to No Man's Sky. You go and fell trees, you work on these stones and gather materials. I'm not sure if I can show that to you, and that's one thing. So you break down these things, the stones or something like that, and then you usually get materials from it. We are in creative. We don't get them here. We can later go into survival. Starmade is not better than Minecraft, and Starmade are very, very much very, very different. and there is no way to, just because it's blocks doesn't mean it's similar. That's the thing. This year is so much more similar to Space Engineers. Again, you can also dig into the ground. By the way, these lines here show that there is iron and carbon in the ground. And then you gather materials, you put them into your basically assembler. But the fun part is you have to have them in your inventory. At the moment there's no conveyor system or something like that. The same counts for the food processor. So for the food processor you can we just open it? We can't open it. That's one thing I don't understand. So we cannot, I cannot show you the menus because I'm in creative. I thought that would be possible. Empyrean is also this takes from Space Engineers, this takes from Empyrean, this takes from No Man's Sky. I'm not sure what came first, because the Planet Nomads was a Kickstarter project for a long time, and they had some betters with their Kickstarters. One thing I have to admit absolutely is that Planet Nomads runs a lot better at the moment. I haven't built crazy big things, but at the moment it runs a lot better than Space Engineers. That's one of the things that happen when you do betters with people and have a lot of input from them maybe, and then get the performance before you get all the things to do, because that's my main problem at the moment. There's not a lot to do. I've played survival, and in survival the goal at some point is to get a car, and then you are basically done. There's a certain amount of things you can build. That's basically all the stuff you can build at the moment, and most of the stuff is walls, ceilings, walls with windows, doors, and then there's car parts. So you can build a home, you can make it bigger and bigger, but always out of the same parts, and then you can build a car. The good thing is you could try to build a home on a car. That's one thing I will do in the future. Try to maybe build something like that. It could break, but the car mechanics are similar to Space Engineers, but they work a lot better. Let us do something with the cars. In survival, it's a pain to set that up. You have a very limited inventory in the beginning, and that is really problematic sometimes. Oh, this is not right. Okay, that's a thing. By the way, I'm not trying to do tutorials here or something like that. Again, I'm playing it for a few days right now, and I'm not absolutely perfect at the moment. And I'm starting to be not completely into it. That's one thing that I immediately found out at the moment, is that I don't really like it right now. How's your opinion on Planet Nomads? Does anyone else have Planet Nomads? Can Can someone tell me a bit more about it? Maybe I'm missing things, but what I see at the moment is that there's not a lot to do. It's an exploration game, and at the moment there is not a lot to explore. There's a huge planet, you can see a lot. Yeah, that's a jack block. That's a good thing. That was my inspiration for basically a jack that I had with making cars. Here is a nice thing, because again you just put it on the jack and then you can build around it. One thing I don't like is even numbers. It's a weird thing, but even numbers are, for these blocky games, even numbers are not good. It's better to have odd numbers. Good. Maybe some of you see the similarities here. Hope you do. Placing a at the moment that's the point. It could be that I'm being unfair to it because I'm mainly a Space Engineers player, and I don't want to be unfair to it because it does a lot similar to Space Engineers. But on the other hand, that's my main problem. It does a lot similar to Space Engineers, and I would like it to be a lot more different. And at the moment, you can do a lot more in Space Engineers. The thing that it has going for it is that when you have a car works a lot better than cars in Space Engineers. But Space Engineers has spaceships and stations and encounters and things to see. I'm not sure if there aren't encounters in the game. It could be that there is something like that. There is stuff like ruins or something. Maybe someone of you knows. Is there something like, yeah, building mobile homes in Space Engineers is a neat thing, and it could be possible to do that here too. But at the moment, these wheels, for example, have a certain amount of weight you can put on them, so you would need a lot of wheels to build a home on it. I tested it out with just 4 wheels and then just one wall module, and immediately it collapsed. Drive rover over it. Activate jack. Rover goes flying. Yeah, Chozo, that's the thing you here. That's this thing. This is a hover jack, but what can't you do? You can't place it on foundations. You can place it somewhere here, so I can place it in the ground, and then the car can drive over it, and then you can work on the car. You need to power it, by the way, but rover to spaceship conversion kit. At the moment, there's no spaceships, as far as I see. Yeah, that's the thing. That Space Engineers, again, I will give them credit because the stuff works a lot better in this game. That's what you really have to admit, is that this stuff here works a lot better. I'm not sure. The being able to control everything from the outside. There's a mod for Space Engineers that does the same, but here it is again. Here it's built into the game, and the options are a lot less. So you can just set the. You have 3 settings for the wheels: fast, slow, and normal, and then it works. That's neat. So their rover game is on point, but everything else, and I have the feeling that the survival part at the moment is really unforgiving. So it could be my bad survival. I might not be as good in survival as I should be, but I tried the survival mode, and survival is really, really hard. Okay, let's place another battery. It seems that... Can I just connect? Because I see the red lines here. Maybe I need to disconnect these and then do this. I have to... Okay, it's just yellow lines. It's just Dot Hard Edition. It just works. Yeah, that's right. It just works. I like that you can again connect everything or steer everything from the outside. That you don't have to go into a menu, into a terminal, and then work with it. I like that. It could get worse for big builds, because hey, if you have a monstrous rover that's that you build, for example, then it could be bad, because yeah, what do you do when you have 40 wheels to set up? What do you do when you have... In Space Engineers I can go and just grab them all and then set them up. Here it seems not possible. But again, I'm starting out with it. I'm trying it, and inside, by the way, you can always look around. That's a neat thing. So steering is just done by... No, don't tell me that. Oh, okay. Like the aesthetics of Planets Nomad so far. The aesthetics are good. I have nothing to say about the aesthetics, but the game itself poses for me the problem that... let me get into the... Basically, I've built walls. I could build a house and put all the machines in, but then I have done everything for now. And that's a bit problematic. Do I have to turn on the lights somehow? Primary mode, vehicles. Power up the vehicle. I have powered it up now. I don't see lights in front of us. That is a problem. Are these not on? I've connected them to the batteries. That's... Or do I need an extra battery for the lights? I had the idea to put it on the channel and run it for a bit, but again, I don't know. I'm on the fence about this game right now, because I don't know what to do in the game. It sounds bad because it's so similar to Space Engineers that I absolutely should know what to do, but I don't. Finding yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to be able to see what it gets in the future, and I will definitely give it a fair chance, because the aesthetics are very, very good. The the mechanics for driving around are better than Space Engineers at the moment. That's the thing. Yesterday I drove into a lake. That's one thing that still happens, is that you can drive into a lake, and then I drove into a small hole, and then my rover was gone. Yeah, how much should I show off of the content? Because again, there is not a lot of content. There's just what you see, basically, and a bit of resource gathering, and then one thing is here. There's food stuff. You can see that with these things. You can gather something fruity here. You can bring down trees to get biomass, and you can make biomass into a bit of a bad food that you can use. You can sleep in the capsule, and then everything's done, and there's no incentive to go out. Or at least I don't know of an incentive to go out. To be honest, I enjoy Empyrean a lot next to SE. I'm not a big fan of Empyrean. Empyrean, for my taste, is also too close to Space Engineers. I have always the problem, that's what I have with this game too, is that if it's too close to Space Engineers, I'm draining myself on ideas, what to do with it, and if a game has a lot of other stuff to show, then everything's better. Empyrean, for example, this whole mechanic with this, I saw just some people play it, and having these motorbikes, just pull them out of your pocket and then everything's good. I'm not sure what I would do in Empyrean to differently than in Space Engineers, and that's maybe I need to get it and take a look at Empyrean, but I can't bring myself to buy Empyrean and then just play it for a bit. This one I wanted to see, that's why I bought it, but I'm a bit... Is it ever? Maybe, but a survival game. Yeah, that's the thing. Where to record this? How long would the content last? It seems quite kind of fun, but it's still very early. Yeah, that's the thing. The content wouldn't last for a long time in Planet Nomads. I could slow it down artificially, but I wouldn't feel good with it. I could show one episode with just mining, one episode with just food gathering, one episode. There is enemies in the game, but there's no real weapons, as far as I know. I have to get into it more. Maybe if I find something, then I will go with it and just try to bring it on the channel. Just show it off for you, what you can do in survival maybe. But it also takes a lot of time. I played it for a bit, and it took me a long time just to get a basic shelter. That was not nice. And the drones are beach. Is it Empyrean? I've had it for quite some time now, and it picked up a while back. Man, it's so different than it was when I picked it up first. Okay, you're talking about Empyrean, Chilzo. Only because it is a German dev team. Again, Empyrean doesn't the seeing Empyrean never. No problem, Chosa. I just wanted to know. Seeing Empyrean never made it so I said, man, I want to talk that. I want to play that. Planet Nomads I saw and I had the feeling, oh man, I should try that. And now I'm a bit... I'm not sure if I really like it. By the way, just to show you how this mechanic works with putting stuff on there, we can just grab a wall. See, it's the same block mechanic, so you can just put it down, but then it really, really goes to its knees. So with me on it, it was... See that? If I go on it, I'm not that fat. I like it a lot in multiplayer. Yeah, that's always a thing. Multiplayer for me is... I'm not a big fan of multiplayer games. Weird to say. Starmade was okay in multiplayer. The group was right. But most of the time, if I go into a multiplayer game, at one point I really lose interest. And Starmade was a big problem with the multiplayer, that the time zones were so different, and all the Americans were playing in the evening. Or do I have the lights the wrong way around? No. Why are they not showing light? Switch. Next night we will have to take a look at that again. With grown-ups, 30 plus. Motivational rover makes you want to lose weight. That's right. That's right. See, but it's mostly the wall. When I'm just standing on it, nothing is happening. But that makes the problem. I had the idea to maybe say, hey, I want to build a big thing that I can drive around with my house on it. The thing would have to be really, really big. And then you would have the problem that let us drive around for a moment and see what we can find. If it would be really, really big, this would be a problem, driving into things, driving around things, and then you would have hills and... do you like State of Decay? I never played State of Decay. I took a look at it in some videos, but I have this thing that I play science fiction games on my channel, or spacey games, and State of Decay is a zombie game, and I let other people do the zombie stuff. Although you could say it's science fiction because it plays in a future with zombies. State of Decay could be a game I would really like. Yeah, survival-based building aspect, and I know that State of Decay, as far as I know, is this round-based strategy game, or am I wrong? All the fighting part and all that stuff. Or am I thinking about something else there? By the way, here you can see that the game really looks beautiful. That's one thing I absolutely have to admit. What is this? This could be crystals or something like that. So with a big thing, you would run into problems here. So having a big base on the back of this rover would really, really be problematic. But, oh man, it's so It's running so much better than Space Engineers would, with all the green, all the trees, all the plants. Bases get attacked. By the way, did you ever made a PayPal or Patreon account? I'm working on a Patreon account. I have PayPal, but it's connected to my real name, and I'm not sure if I should set up something else. Patreon is connected to my real name too, but I was never too keen on the money thing and say, okay, let me. But I think I found a way how I can justify Patreon for myself, and I definitely want to set up a Patreon. You hear it first here. By the way, is Planet Nomads so bad that the people are not watching anymore? It seems. Here, so this is the thing. At the moment, I don't see a lot of things to do in Planet Nomads. So I could drive around and find a lot of nice looking flowers. Then I could fetch more materials. I'm not sure what content I could make out of Planet Nomads. In Space Engineers, in my head, I'm building a world that supports me, that supports fictitious people that might live in the world, something like that. Here, I don't see that at the moment, because yeah, it's beautiful, okay? It's like No Man's Sky. I played No Man's Sky for a while, and just driving around just because, I don't get it. Astram, hello Astram. What is this game? This is Planet Nomads. And I'm just trying to, don't know, talk about it with the usual crew, but you are absolutely welcome to give your opinion on it or something like that if you know more about Planet Nomads than I know, because I got it 2 days ago and I just wanted to show it off a bit and discuss if it is worth to play it on the channel. Skymaster, it might be even possible that you never will hear my first name. I kind of want to keep myself out. I know that for a lot of the subscribers, it would be nice to know my real name, to see my face and all that stuff. But I'm very much different from what I'm on YouTube. And I don't want to intermix these things. So that's why I'm trying to keep myself out of this. Oh, and here we see the first... See that? It also has the problem of floating rocks. Nice. So yeah, Planet Nomads is on Steam at the moment. It just came out, $25 at the moment. Usually it would cost 28, I think. It is a game that came out a while in a Kickstarter, basically. So people were able to play it, and I saw it on Scott Manley's channel, I think. By the way, Scott Manley, wonderful YouTuber, that you could watch if you like KSP or scientific content. And he's playing also a lot of space games and all that stuff. He also tested Space Engineers, but I think he never thought that it would be a good series for him. Water, that's one thing I really like. The water is water. so we can swim in it. That's absolutely nice. A thing I would really like to see in Space Engineers. To be honest, I don't care about your looks. It's just weird to feel a connection to a streamer and don't know the first name. Maybe that's just me. No, that's okay. I can understand that, but I hope you can understand that I kind of want to keep myself out of it, and I don't have such a special name that I would say it is really needed. A lot of people now call me Rabens or Rabenschild, and I can live with that. It's funny how you start to accept the name at one point and just go with it. I need to keep no. It's the my most of my viewers are from countries where I say that most wouldn't come and adore me at my doorstep or something like that. The few German YouTubers I watch and the few bigger German YouTubers I watch all have this problem with people coming to their homes and I know that my viewers are mostly older and mostly know how to behave, and then I have the country difference. So this, for example, this must be. I found one of these again is it's just a flower that gives you certain aspects to eat. You need, for example, one thing I don't get is that you need herbs to make clean water in your food machine. And can't you just cook it if you have to power it? The generators at the moment don't require fuel, for example. This all needs to change in the future. And I see that Planet Nomads can have a great future. I hope that they keep on working on this game. And there is the promise of, in the future, having space content, have similar mechanics so that you can just go into space, all that stuff, and I really would like to see that, definitely. Friend in ground with that name. Yeah, it's a German word, so Skymaster, then that's completely okay. See, that's the problem with Planet Nomads. I'm not sure if the people are out to see beautiful landscapes. And building stuff here at the moment is very, very limited, in my opinion. Other people could argue against that, but building, again, I could build cars, a lot of them. That's neat. I don't know if that's all too nice all of the time. Maybe I take a short look at it and then we will keep it on the watch list for later. I have the same with some other games, but maybe these other games might never change all too much. I still want to bring back Astroneers, for example, because Astroneers is a game I really, really like. And they changed a lot of it in the last weeks. In the last weeks. But yeah, scrap mechanics. They people, the game devs took a lot of inspiration from other games. I'm not sure how. Again, I will not say that they are copying anything, that because that's mostly the best thing you can do. Copy other stuff, make things new, and. But for me, the difference is not big enough, so I can justify playing it. You like TerraTech? I played it a bit, but it's not a thing I could play for a long time. Sounds weird, because again, it's another basically blocky buildy game. In the future, I need to have other games that I want to play that are vastly different from Space Engineers, for example. That's my main issue with games like Oh, now the lights work. That's neat. That's my main issue with Planet Nomads, for example, is that it is too similar to Space Engineers. And I would rob myself of doing. I would have the feeling that at one point I would do the same in both games, and I need something very, very different to play. For example, I always thought about Endless Space, and now Endless Space 2 is coming out. But the problem with that is that strategy games, I can't present strategy games, I think. I'm not so good at strategy that I could make a difference there. I think I crushed them off. It flew down my... Oh no! Ooh. By the way, No Man's Sky, I got on the day one, played it 3 days and never started again. I have the same. No Man's Sky is, I think I played it for a week. Just an hour every day, and then it vanished. And the problem is, now I heard they made these updates and all that stuff, and that sounds absolutely cool, but doesn't interest me. Absolutely not. In my opinion, they had basically one shot to convince me that their game is worth playing, and they blew it too fast. And all the stuff surrounding No Man's Sky, not good. I hope that, for example, it's a weird thing, but No Man's Sky, in my opinion, did a lot of damage to smaller companies. For example, like the guys that now do Planet Nomads, because I always have in my head this thing that and there are games that did that before No Man's Sky. This making huge promises and then basically blow it. But the problem with No Man's Sky is now that I, for example, always have in my head, will the people really finish that game? Will they work more on it? Or did they now bring it out and say, hey, now it's done? I have that also with Planet Station K9, Space Station K9 or something like that. That was one, I think, a Double Fine game that came out. I bought it, and then they at one point just said, okay, now it's finished. And it wasn't finished. Absolutely not. They made promises and said, here, this, we want to bring in this and that. And at one point they just said, no, it's too expensive to go on. Now we will just stop developing it. Have fun. Thank you. No, they're done, in my opinion. Yeah, it's they. And the problem is they took a lot of the trust the people had in games in the early access games, and then now every game that follows after that has, in my opinion, a hard standing with it. Water again. So we can drive into the water, but we will never not able to swim on it. So the buggy has to drive on the bottom of the water. We'll do it, but as soon as we don't know come into a ravine or something like that, then the buggy will be lost. And now, by the way, the lights are not gone. The lights are still there. So can we see something underwater? Yes. See that? And that's an issue they need to address. Having pontoons, floating stuff or something like that. AoE 2 is my... yeah, AoE 2 is a great game. Super Ghost UK, hello! They made money from No Man's Sky. They're done in my... Yeah. They did some updates and they promised to make more updates. I'm not... Suicide Games? Who is Suicide Games? Do you mean the Homicide guys? The guys that had problems with Jim Sterling? AoE franchise, they put it on phones now, or it's on the mobile market now, or am I wrong there? Yeah, Sky Master, that's right. Overpromised. The chief of them made huge promises and then just made problems with it. Supreme Commander. I have Supreme Commander is nice. I have Supreme Commander 2. There was a game for Windows, Metal Assault or something like that. That was a nice one, with huge mechs. It's not Supreme Commander. It was before. It's an old game with huge mechs that you could fit a kit out with swords and with things and different legs, different arms and all that stuff. A real-time strategy game. That was nice. I want that back. Supreme Commander is nice. I have Planetary Annihilation. I backed that and I really like that. But again, that's not games I can present in any good way. The Homicide guys, they broke... No, it's not Mech Assault. I know Mech Assault, the battle mech games, all that stuff. I really adore. No, it was something different. 3 factions. One of the factions had these Asian anime mechas with katanas, and then it's a weird game. I would have to come on. I will search for it just to something Metal Assault. No, I think that's not it. I don't know how that's called. It's so bad because it was a... I know Mech Commander 2, Armored Core, no. Mech Assault, nah, it's... I don't know. It was a great game, and I had it at one point, but it stopped working on Windows 7 or something like that, and I could never play it again. Yeah, see, that's the main thing in this game, in Planet Nomads at the moment. There is nothing to do, in my opinion, and we will have to keep taking a look at this game. I will take it. Full Metal Jacket is a movie. Front Mission. No. It was a weird game. No, it was not weird. It was a real-time strategy game with base building, and again, you could. One of the main weapons, hero things were these mechas, and it was a nice one, cool game to play. Okay, back to Planet Nomads. I'm rambling. I will be on the lookout of it. I will let it be installed and see what updates come in for it. And do they have a YouTube channel, Planet Nomads? Maybe I should take a look at that, if they have a YouTube channel. I hope there's no music coming through. Many a true nerds. Planet Nomads. Are they doing update videos? Nomadic Journals. Official early access. That's a rep. Thank you. I will just subscribe and then see how that works out. Here, that's one thing I wanted to show you. That's one thing I really like in Planet Nomads. Can I teleport back to the escape pod? Respawn. MechWarrior is my jam. MechWarrior was are you talking about the online thing or the old MechWarrior games? Like a 7.62 head painkiller, yes. No, it was not Command and Conquer. I'm old enough that I played the first Command and Conquer and was fascinated by. Specifically, yeah, the MechWarrior 4, the games were really good. Okay. One thing I really like, flashlight. I hope you can see enough. This game has the tendency to be really dark. Sorry. The new MechWarrior is nice, yeah, but the real player thing. I'm also not a very competitive player. I'm not good at this. So one mechanic that I really like. It's too slow, but one mechanic I really like is one of the food processor things that you can build. There is one thing I really like, and I would be able to show that to you. There it is. The hydroponics. I really dig that. Having something like this in Space Engineers would be really cool. Have hydroponics. You have to tend to just a bit. Being able to grow food there. Maybe also have a food processor or something like that. Starting out with simple things that you maybe could get on planets or something like that, and then, or maybe it's just a machine that you plop down and then you have to feed in stone and minerals and feed in water to grow food or something like that. That would be nice. I like the model. The model is nice. Here in this game, I think it should be at least a bit faster. Ratchet and Clank, is it? I never played that, so I played Halo just the single player. and I liked the first Halo game, but I never got into the series. Maybe have multiple ones of these to be able to support more people or something, like the oxygen, the oxygen generator, not the oxygen generators, the oxygen farms. Something like that would be absolutely nice. Having a food processor, needing food, but the thing is that you shouldn't be able to automate this. Sounds weird. Yeah, the Osiris thing, I took a look at that too, and I think Osiris is similar to Planet Nomads, but that's a discussion we will not do. But yeah, these are similar games. You could compare it to 7 Days to Die if you want. See, that's the thing, Shozo. I never had a game console. Never. I had a game console for, I don't know, 3 days before we sold it because we won one. Where was I? Yeah, I wouldn't like to be able to automate food or something like that, because that gives me an incentive to work on that. I'm doing that a lot, but making the Minecraft or having Minecraft as an example there, Minecraft is so good because it gives you a lot of things to do. Even if you just grow food, you need to work for that. And that's why I think in Space Engineers the nanites are good for me, because I can build huge things in a lot less time. But it's nice to be able to just weld by hand, putting work into whatever you do, all that stuff, filling a ship with it and all with your materials, and then build stuff. That's all cool stuff. And the nanites again are good for me, because as a YouTuber you need to be a bit faster with all the building stuff. But it's good if you can do a lot of stuff by hand in games. Then you don't have to. It gives you more to do. That's one thing why I, for example, I'm not a big fan of Starmade in that regard, because Starmade is not a survival game, absolutely not. It's a building game at one point, and if you have enough materials, and getting materials is relatively easy, if you have a good ship for it, then you set up factories and then you're done. And now with the ability to just build in your dock and then let something pop the ship in. Starmade has not a lot to do, and now they modify it so that it is more of a strategy game. That's my main problem at the moment with Starmade. Time splitters. Crash is another favorite of mine. Was basically me locked in my room playing Halo and Ratchet & Clank, Crash Bandicoot. Anyone old enough to remember Trick or Tronic? Is that also on a console? Brick game mode. Yeah, I never played Time Splitters. I was more about Omega Boost. I have the first email, one of the first emails I ever got, I think, was a promotion for Time Splitters, but I'm not sure. one game on it. Yeah, with the green and black LCD screens, with the scrapey metallic noises. We had a Frogger game, a Frogger game that was shaped a bit like a game, like the arcade games, and it had black and red, an LCD, or not an LCD. It had LEDs, black and red, and it was shaped like an arcade game. And the cool thing, not the cool thing, but you could always see when we played. I played it that with family, with the kids in the family, and when we played it for a long time, you could see that because we all had an indent in our forehead, because we all leaned into the game and then played it, so we could see better what was on the screen. That was a crazy game, Frogger. And man, we played it for hours until we got the first C64. And then everything was Decathlon, Skate or Die, Kaiser, and all that stuff. The Merlin handhelds, they used the same tag as a calculator for the display. Yes. Yes. Good. People, let's just ease out, talk a bit more, and then, again, give me just a short opinion. Everybody that's still there, short opinion on Planet Nomads. What should I do with it? Need to drink a sip of my water. Give it a shot. Yeah. Yeah, Chozo, you're right. The last few years, let's say it that way, were pretty crazy when it comes to technology, how fast it went. More suggestions? Yeah, I'm willing to give it a try. Maybe people want to see more of it. Question is how I can squeeze even right now live streaming. What a thing that is. Yeah, live streaming is amazing. Make let's show, something like that. Planet Nomads. Make content when the game is more mature. Yeah, I hope that it gets more mature. I hope that it keeps on growing. I have to see how. At the moment, let us do one more thing. Quit to menu. I want to do one more thing just to show you how the by the way, here you can see some things that you could do. This guy has strapped one of the food synthesizers on the back of a car. That's neat. I'm not sure, and that's one thing we could test now. Now we can't test it out, but I will test it out. So, I have my test game that I started. Yeah, Chozo, I'm again. It looks great. I hope that in the future you can do a lot more. It would at least be nice if you, don't know, if you could again, I also want to see space. Just being on a planet, I'm not sure if I really like that. So, here, this is a survival world. A survival world works a bit different because you have to balance your food, you have to balance your water, you have to take a look at you can see that down on the left side you have health, and below that you have the left thing is something like not stamina, but something like, okay, how do you feel? Is it too cold? The numbers go down, the numbers go up. The better you feel, and the worse you feel. The other two are water and food. On the right side, you can see I have water and food on the hotbar, and I have a tool there that is one. This is one upgrade level above the first tool that you get. This is again, it is so what I have to do at the moment is gather material. I can do that by digging underground and then dig out ores from here, or I could go and dig into stones that are in the way sometimes, and then you can just smash them and get materials. Let us take a look at the inventory here. You can see that these are the materials: carbon, silicon, and this is iron. And then you also have the biomass. Biomass is you get from plants, but what you also need is seeds and fruit. You can get raw meat, and you can get herbs, and that's basically the food that you have at the moment. You can have nutrient capsules that also give you this health thing, and they give you food. This gives you more of that superfood, and then dried fruits, dried meat, stuff that like that. Biopaste is just made out of the biomass. That's basically the first food you get. It's not yet, but I don't think the engine is capable of being much larger scale than it is right now. I don't think. It's Saturday. People go out and drink. Not yet, but it should be in close beta soon. What are you talking about? A closed beta for Planet Nomads, for the backers. Yeah, could be. Squadron 42. Okay. Yeah. Star Citizen. Dual Universe. Are you suggesting other games? Star Citizen is too expensive for me. The buying ships for that's not possible. Dual Universe, I took a look at that, and it doesn't look like a thing I want to play. Have to say. At the moment. I might take a look at it later, but I'm not a big fan of these multiplayer online games too much. Too many people out there that just are there to make other people suffer. No, I don't have to. Do I have to pay for it monthly? Okay, so this is the food processor. Then you have boxes that you can use. This is a medical bay, or no, this is a bed basically, so you can go in there and sleep the night away. That's one thing I really like about this game. You can sleep the darkness away. Here's the greenhouse. In the greenhouse you can grow fruit, you can grow herbs, and this you need biomass for that, water and seeds. Seeds you get from plants together with herbs and all that stuff. And this is basically the better 3D printer where you can get all the different materials. Here, that's by the way the same or very, very similar to Space Engineers. Put in materials, get components, and then weld together your walls and all that stuff. There's at the moment not a lot of automation, but stuff like doors opening automatically. That's automation that's in the game from the beginning. If you power the door, you can set it up to just open for you automatically. By the way, you need a shelter to set up beds and all that stuff to be able to sleep. You need to sleep, otherwise you will die. Let me take a look at the Buy Squadron 42, the game, and you get access to the multiplayer. The multiplayer will be like EVE Online with the abo things. I'm not into it. I have one at the moment. I'm playing World of Warcraft with Nathan, and that's all I can do at the moment. I played EVE Online, and oh gods, I hope those beds don't become a reality. My clothes, yeah, it's a bit like a coffin, or no, just a bit. I would have to put up lights in here, but lights take a lot of resources, and then again, it's you have these two modes. This is the normal mode, then you have the build mode, where you can set up stuff on the hotbar. You have to build certain things to get access to other things. That's typical, but you see that I still have things here. By the way, there are conveyors in the game, but for now I couldn't find out how to. Maybe you can connect up these things to the boxes, and hopefully then you can get automatic resource transfer between the things, because at the moment it's a pain to go and okay, I have to have this all in my inventory, and then I have to get out the materials, have to bring away the things. Space Engineers with the conveyors does that a lot better, and Space Engineers has the storage for the materials, so I could just put in the biomass or something like that into the machine. That would be neat if we at least had a bit of storage. We will have to see how it comes with the conveyors. I should have tried that in the thingamabingy in creative. Sorry, by the way, that it is all so dark. A real life universe on scale. I hope they can deliver it. The thing. Yeah, you can earn the abo in game. They say, yeah, that's a lot of work you have to put in the game, and for once you have to one time play it. That's the thing. Waste 24/7. Nathan and I am deliberately trying to do that at the moment in World of Warcraft, and it's hard. A lot like Elite Dangerous in respect. That's one thing I had with Star Citizen. Elite Dangerous came and said, okay, we want to bring you Elite. And Elite Dangerous in the beginning was basically the old Elite game in a bit nicer. And now they are upgrading. Now they are bringing more stuff. Star Citizen came, okay, here, you can buy all these ships and all that stuff, and these are the promises we make, and this is what you will get. And did they deliver? Is the huge universe they promised out, or are they still at a few planets that you can visit in a closed beta and all that stuff, and they sold ships for hundreds of dollars? I don't know, Star Citizen, what they are doing there. So it's not out yet. Yeah, that's Elite is amazing. I have it on the computer, but it's a time sink. Elite is a time sink, and you have to be really, really good with okay, I will have a trade route from here to there. I will fly that constantly over and over and over to get all the materials, to get all the necessary money. I know that people are a lot better with that than me, but having the game is a good thing. I need to update it. I need to get the next season thing, or not the next season thing, the season that's running at the moment, to at one point be able to run around my ship and get crew and all that stuff. It would be absolutely neat. So again, I will test it out. We will do more with Planet Nomads in the future, hopefully. At the moment, I'm not too keen on it. Too keen on it. So by the way, here, that's the way it shows on top what you still need, and then you just bring that into your inventory, and then you can weld this whole thing up. By the way, what do I need to get the conveyors? Maybe we can do that. This large container. Do we have that? Full armor block. Anybody see the large container? Okay, then let's see how big is the large container. Ooh, it's really big. Oh, that's a large container. As they promised. I would have to make the whole thing a lot bigger. Maybe we go back into yeah, just Skymaster. I know that it's the plural, but just I'm okay with that. The people now get the name, and I'm okay with just being called Raben. That's completely okay. Let us go and call it stream again. Of Halo Forge? Chose I'm nice one for what? Okay, I never say saw. Is that a level in Halo, or is there a game that's called Halo Forge? As the keen, okay. Rabe is Raven. That's the bird. Basically. So the Rabenschild means Raven Shield, and now you people can figure out where that comes from. I want to see the conveyors. So that's perfect now. Where's our problem? The problem is we can't figure out the conveyors in creative, because the game in creative doesn't allow us to take a look at the inventories. Or a game, what kind of building stuff? Okay. Knowledge never hurts. That's right. That's right. Knowledge. Okay, so the conveyors, how do you set them up? I want to get this big container, a large container, and then the conveyors. Where are they? Conveyors. I just want to see them, how they look. Problem will be, yeah, again, we can't test it out. Okay, that's, by the way, that's a thing that they definitely need to change, in my opinion. I want to be able to set up systems that I can take a look at without having to, yeah, it would be nice to be able to set up systems in creative mode and see how they work, or if they work. So maybe it would be good to make it possible for us to connect the stuff. And to 5. Okay. Yeah, I can't open this. Can I open the I can't even open the container. But it seems that this is the connection point, or yeah, this seems to be the connection point. Yeah. So now it should be possible to have the is there 6? How can I? How can I rotate that into the rotation? No. This is just frustrating. It is, yeah, it's on my avatar. That's my avatar is a Rabenschild, basically. We would all die dumb if we didn't have access to the internet. No, that's no. I learned a lot in school English, but it got a lot better when I started to... I did it again. Building. How can I erase block? Change. X. Okay. So now let me place this in. I'm just placing it because there's no purpose at the moment to doing this. By the way, no purpose, because I can't even do anything with these. One thing I want to know is I need to find that out in game, I would say, if the conveyors also transmit energy, because then there would be a nice purpose for them. Otherwise you can just, by the way, connect that up via this connection that you also use in the cars when you just set up the electricity, and it's okay. Yeah, I will have to play it more just to figure out how this conveyor system works. And I'm now thinking about if there's a way to cheat the system, just to be able to take a look at it. This is horrible. Why can't I open this now? Okay. I will stop now. It gets ridiculous. Oh god, I went dumb and started playing with fire in school. Put my pencil in acid and tried the pencil, and boy, did it burn. Oh man. Oh, okay. Skymaster Chozo, you don't have to feel stupid. Even I didn't get the connection from the name and the logo for the first 100 videos. It should be easy. My logo is designed to be a Rabenschild. Guys need a good drinking game. Take a sip of drink every time Rabenschild says need in his videos. Need? I like the word need. Skymaster, you should go more for so. I have this thing that I'm actively fighting in my head to not say so whenever I make a cut, or whenever I decide to come out of a cut or something like that. I would say so, and I'm trying to fight that in my head. Everything's just neat. What should I say? Should I always say amazing, perfect, super? In a new vape, the battery connections are working right. Keeps asking me if I'm using a new atomizer. I'm not into the vaping thing, so I don't understand what you're talking about. It's pretty neat, yeah. I like the word. Neat is a good word. And there's nothing, is there, by the way, is there a connector that you could run connections under foundations or something like that? It doesn't seem to be. So you have to have one room. Wow, that's small text. Fence corner. Okay, there's fences, railings. There's cool stuff and it looks neat, but again, it needs more to do. And it would be neat to be able to set up the building blocks in creative and see what they do. This is a conveyor X section. Okay. Compact med bay, large cargo container, uranium generator. Okay, for that you might need uranium. Good, I will keep that in mind. The biogenerator seems to... A generator creating electricity from biomass containers. It works without, so... Battery. At the moment, the energy system seems to not work. At least in my version of the game, don't know. Yeah, the connections are right. But again, it's you can't open the containers or something like that. That's not working in creative, and that's sad. Chozo, are you from the Americas? Oxygen not included. That's, by the way, this, how's it called? Oxygen... It is oxygen not included or something like that. That's a game I'm still thinking about getting, because it's vastly different from... The problem is that a lot of people in my circle. Craig, okay, we do that now, but the problem is, do I have to... See, I can't run power lines to containers, and I still can't open the container. So it's not working. It's in creative, you can't just can't open the things. Chozo, I heard, I'm asking because I heard that, and this might be a total cliche, but I heard from an American that Americans have a weird love for people with accents that might. I'm not sure. Not so you like to hear people with accents, and maybe that's the cause. Craig, by the way, welcome. Again, it's the creative mode of Planet Nomads and the. Oh, by the way, sorry that it is so dark. It seems that they turned all that off for the creative mode, and I'm saying that this is bad because I can't plan systems out. So I can here place the conveyors, but I can't plan the system out. And in survival, it would now take me ages to work on that. Irish, German, and Scottish. The Irish and the Scottish have strong accents. That's weird. No, that's not weird, Skymaster, but that's a thing I heard a lot, and that comes from someone that heard that his voice would hurt her eyes. By the way, eyes, ears. Sorry, wrong body part. Hey, I'm Irish. Hello, Mitch. That's sorry. Sorry. I shouldn't do that. And again, Skymaster, that's a thing that I am different in the real life. And that's the thing, Josie. This whole I have one of the guys I know from the Americas constantly is telling me that he's also German and Japanese, and I like him for that. But that seems to be an American thing too, because I don't even know where my ancestors come from. I know that I have Russian ancestors somewhere, and I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Sometimes I'm sometimes impressed by the differences in culture. And don't get me wrong, but culture is the wrong word. In the differences in behavior is also the wrong word that even the Western countries have. So even the countries with similar culture and similar upbringing and all that stuff have weirdly different ways to how do you say that, conduct themselves. It's a weird thing that I notice now that I have a lot of contact with American guys and guys from all around the world, and there's a lot of differences even in countries that where the differences should be small. Yeah. Genealogy seems to be a thing where the people in America really strive. Skymaster, that's a good thing. If you like it, then I will not try to change that. I'm trying. Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to do. The problem is that for the younger audience, I should be a lot more shrill and screamy. That's why my audience is a lot older. Pretty neat in the bar. No. I'm normally very loud and vocal. Not that changes a lot but my behavior is very much different. not very much different. But one thing I'm doing on purpose is, for example, the whole swearing thing. In real life, I'm swearing like a sailor, but I know where to do it and where not to do it, and so I'm trying to stay away on YouTube, and where people I don't know and don't know me completely, at least as a person. I know where I can swear and where I can't swear, and so and I know that on YouTube with my older audience, and again, people, and that's a thing I absolutely like, people saying, I watch your stuff with my children. For example, I had a woman that was watching my stuff that said, I sit down with my children, we watch your videos, and the children like that, and I like that. It gives me a bit of relaxing time. Hearing the voice, again, the voice comes into play. Yeah, it's and that's why I don't swear. I'm trying to keep my potty mouth away from children that might not understand swearing, and that might that maybe the parents don't want to be subjected to swearing. So that's, I'm trying to get away from that, and I'm explaining that for the second time in a week or two. Pencil smoke. Don't breathe this. No, you shouldn't. Breathe these fumes. No. Stop burning things. A barker or a hawker? You mean when German YouTubers don't speak English but speak German? I know some German YouTubers, and it's not so different, but when you take on a different language for your videos, you automatically behave different. And some other German YouTubers from the Minecraft community, for example, I know they are vastly different. Family friendly channels are great. Family friendly. It needs a bit of a different, a bit of a explanation, basically, because being family friendly. How to say that? I want to be able to talk about everything, but I don't want to use language that is, considered not family friendly. It's a weird thing. Real Americans live in Indian. Sky Master. That's a thing. Yeah, true, but I've always pondered, you think in the language you know, so if one language is quicker, do you think quicker? It's weird, Mitch. I'm getting so much used to English because most of my day, I don't talk a lot. My wife thinks different, but I don't talk a lot. If I talk, mostly in English, and the problem with that is that I tend to now struggle with words in German. So I know the English word, but then where's the German word gone? And need to change that. Definitely. The one thing I don't get as far as foreign YouTubers go is when they have an English description and then they record the video in their own language, which is fine, but it's... idea. I don't know where that comes into play. I never saw that. A German YouTuber, for example, having description in English, and then I saw that in other communities on YouTube. Not the gaming community, but in other communities I definitely saw that. People recording in their language, but with an English description. I don't know why they do that. The thing for me is that I deliberately said I don't want to do my content in English. I don't want to do my content in German. The German community is small. When I started out Minecraft, the German Minecraft community was fixed on certain things to do in Minecraft, and I didn't want to do them. And most of the people I played with were English people, English or American people, and so I played in English anyways, and then I wanted to do my videos in English. So for me, the next thing is I reach a lot bigger audience. I have people watching me now from around the world, even from countries where I thought I would never have people watching me. But the good thing is that the family friendliness also gives me the possibility to run in countries where family friendliness is a lot more, even a lot more important than in maybe other countries. And so I like that. I like that, being able to be understood around the world, and even German people understand me, because usually the people in Germany get a relatively. I'm trying to be easy on the language in my videos, and nearly everybody in Germany that had school English should be able to understand me, and that's a good thing. So they use English to get into the global YouTube page ranking. That's what I said. I'm doing that. French live streams. I had a German guy that did play in English, and then he noticed that a lot of viewers come from France. Then he switched over to French and did his videos in French, and worked out pretty well for him. The problem, by the way, Skymaster, with that is that it doesn't work that way. My stuff is still not really showing up in English, in the English pages. I don't know how YouTube ranks that, but there seems to be a thing where YouTube goes and really says, okay, you are German, it doesn't matter what language you speak, you should be on the German front page, basically. And that's a thing. That's why my channel is, and it's also the content. I'm not saying that it's only, but that's one thing you as a German doing videos in English you have to struggle with, is that YouTube seems to would prefer it if I would do my videos in German. Why that's the case, I don't know. I have set basically everything. I've set my country to none, just to not be labeled in that way, and then I always set the language in my videos to English, because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my videos in English. No. The internet is a small place. Borders exist only in our minds. The internet is a damn big place, but that's right. Borders are a construct, basically, and it's okay. All I can say is I'm glad that I found your channel through Epic Tech. See, it, it's, it was the weirdest thing. I found Epic Tech, and I thought, when I found Epic Tech, he was pretty small. And I thought I like his content. And so I contacted him and I thought, hey, let us do something together. And then he brought his, the one video about Tim or the scripts. I don't know. He brought one of his videos that went viral in the space engineers community, and suddenly we basically were the same size. And it's good that that I did the video with Epic Tech, so we could, yeah, basically inform our audiences. Basically, okay, there's Epic Tech, there's Rabenschild. We do similar things, and maybe you would like to watch the other guy. That at least was my thing, because again, Epic Tech is doing great videos, and he deserves the subscribers. The good thing is that his channel, he it's so good that he basically started out with space engineers, and that was, for him, it was the really good thing. He did stuff before, but now he has a dedicated space engineers audience that comes for his space engineer stuff. You see that in the views, you see that in the likes, and that's amazing. I hope that at one point I really can get an audience that is here for basically space engineers, like the Epic's audiences. That's the difference. I have a lot of dead weight basically behind me, and that brings up the numbers, but doesn't do something for the views. All that stuff. I think my first comment was, I need to watch all of your episodes. Yeah, that was. Do that, Mitch. But there's a huge difference in the stuff I'm doing today and the stuff I was doing in the beginning. So, but I think we should come to an end in a few minutes. We are at the moment just talking, and that's a good thing. Because, again, I don't know what to do with Planet Nomads at the moment. This whole thing that the conveyors don't work really is... The co-op series with Sage finished? Super Ghost? How did that work? Did you get a suggestion from a Sage video? That would be nice. Need another... It's too warm here for... That's neat, Super Ghost. I didn't know that, but that's a good thing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Skymaster. Being relatively authentic, and again, I really like the game. That's a thing that keeps me playing it. Although I have done a lot of stuff in Space Engineers, and I'm Space Engineers for me never hit the point where I thought I've done everything. And that's a good thing. And so I hope that they continue doing. Thank you, Super Ghost. That's a thing that I hope that they keep adding stuff. At the moment, it works out. Building, having built the Empress and all that stuff really worked out for me, and I need to continue that. Again, we need maybe a bit of a fresh start. So taking the Empress and maybe some stuff with me, going into a new world after a certain point, maybe a good idea just to have a new, clean canvas basically that we can put on stuff on. But I want to go back to planets and do more stuff on planets. I just wait for Secton's Moon Project release. Yeah. This Secton is doing good stuff. And all that stuff, but I wait for the newest update. I want to see what the newest update does for the worlds. I really need to prepare for that. Get basically blueprints of my ships, so nothing, if something breaks with the new update, because they said that there would be some changes. I will go to desktop just to show you something else than this year. Let me see if I have anything here that Escape from Mars mission. I'm not the scenario thing is not a huge thing that attracts me at the moment. Oh man. Oh, okay. It's not the whole desktop. I need to take a look at my settings, but basically, by the way, all the games, just so you can see what I'm playing at the moment. I have Firefox and Chrome. Super Ghost, not really. The Minecraft audience on YouTube. You always have to think, as a YouTuber, you have to think who wants to watch that stuff. And I know that a lot of YouTubers say, you have to do everything for fun and all that stuff. That's not how YouTube just works. YouTube is not only a game of do what you like and they will come. It's also a game of you have to at least take a bit of a look what people want to see. And there's so many Minecraft content out there. I wouldn't know what I could bring new to the table, or what I could do in Minecraft that not everybody has done. In Space Engineers it is the same, but we have a lot less Minecraft YouTuber, Space Engineers YouTubers out there. Mitch, have a good night, or whatever you do. Thanks for watching the stream. So yeah, it's Super UK. That's the thing. Big audience, small niche. If I would now go back to Minecraft, the thing is that I started out with Minecraft and the people lost interest in what I was doing in Minecraft very, very fast. The people came to me, and I was not able to really hold an audience in Minecraft, because what could I bring to the table that not everybody else has done? And I made Minecraft modded content, and I tried my best to be not to be innovative, but to show everything and all that stuff. And so Minecraft. The thing is, I didn't play Minecraft for ages now. Really played Minecraft for ages now, and it doesn't get me anymore. Live long and prosper. So it's weird. Playing Minecraft, not a thing I want to go back to. I might go back to. Again, I want to do Astroneer in the future. Again, they did some updates that were nice. I played Minecraft for years. Minecraft, the normal Minecraft and Minecraft modded, and I think I'm done with it now. There's new content that is nice. But also, I love Space Engineers so much more because it is science fiction, because it is space and all that stuff. I'm more for that, not for sheeps and all that stuff. Again, I want to, in the future, go back to Astroneers again, or Astroneer. I really like that game, and they did some changes to it that made it a bit nicer, because Astroneers before it was over very, very fast, a bit like Planet Nomads. You could go through all the content basically in 2 hours, never have to leave the other planets, because there was no real need to do that. They changed that a bit. Planet Nomads, I will keep that on my list and see what it is doing in the future. Yes, it's sad that one of the guys died and one of the other guys left the company. Hopefully they can keep up what they are doing there. Chozo's here. Thanks for watching. Thank you that you were there, that you were here. I know, Skymaster. They did some work on it. That's a good thing. Good. Other things we need to talk about? Maybe now you have the chance if you want to ask something or so. Because, see, I'm losing my voice and I'm losing my ability. Yes, I did try Avorion. I deinstalled it recently. Nice game. A bit grindy. But a lot of fun. I might get back into it in the future, but I deinstalled it to have a bit of space for Conan and for Rebel Galaxy and all that stuff. I wanted to install that, and I needed to clean up a bit. Check Twitter. Should I do that on stream? You all will see who I'm following and all that stuff. I will take a look at that. Look at that later. I hope that's okay for you. Thanks, Skymaster. You can't see everything, I know, but Astroneer, for this screenshot you take a look at what your animator. Ooh, animation, nice, nice and nice. By the way, I need to push my Twitter a lot more. Twitter is a good way so people can see new videos. By the way, if you want to, I never do that, but if you want to really know when a new video of mine comes, I saw that YouTube is still not showing all the videos. I'm watching. I don't know if you know Tomska, and Tomska has a second channel that I don't have Dark Souls, so I no, everything's good. We are basically in the Q&A section of this stream, so Super Ghost, you can ask that. I don't have Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is a game where you need to be. It's a game I would get very, very frustrated with because it's not my type of game. It's one of these combo things, and you need to be really good for it. And it's not a game I would like to play, I'm sure. It looks brilliant, and people seem to really, really like it, and I can understand why, but it's not for me. I wanted to say something. Twitter, pushing notifications. If you want to always get notified of my content, then ding the bell. I know that some other people say that. I can absolutely believe that it is addictive. And again, Twitter. Go to Twitter. That's also a thing. I always announce stuff over Twitter, and I need to get into the Twitter game and make tweets and all that stuff, but I wouldn't know what to tweet about. It's not, my life is not so interesting. Yeah, the bell icon. That's the thing. Then you should always get notifications when I'm doing a new video. Again, I'm watching Dark Squidge. That's the Tomska's second channel because of his vlogs, and YouTube didn't give me one of his videos. I saw it in one of the, not trending, but I saw it in one of the things, and YouTube said, no, that's not there. There is no video. But there was. So, new videos. By the way, I can send you over to Cosmically Epic if you want to go there in a second. They start at midnight my time, and that's in 7 minutes. So if you go there, then greetings to all the people there, please. People. Questions? More things we need to talk about or so? I'm good. It's too warm here, and I'm sweaty and tired now. It's 4 hours of just talking. It's hard because sometimes you just don't have things to talk about, and with 10 people in chat, that can get hard. It's funny how 10 people, 6 to 10 people have the problem that there's not a lot to talk about still, because at one point you have done everything you want to do, and then you have to rely on your people to give you things to talk about. And with 100 people in chat, there's just too much going on to really be able to find something to talk about. I wonder where's a good measure for having people in chat. So good, people. I think then I will end it here. Superghost, the original Dark Souls, had a mod that made the game considerably more difficult. Grave mod, aka Dark Cherry mod, that adds more difficult enemies. Why would you make? Is there a similar mod for? I think there is. There's mods that I don't have a beer, otherwise I would drink a beer. There is some mods that remove some blocks, and there's mods that modify some settings that makes it harder. I don't know if there's a real thing that ups the difficult so significantly. That I don't know. And I'm playing a relatively easy version of Space Engineers. I could make it harder by bringing down the weld level and the stuff I can carry with me. But I don't want to suffer. I want to play a game. That's one thing that makes a problem for me with Dark Souls. I think you have to have a bit of a masochistic thing in you to play Dark Souls. Alone the you died thing. Skymaster, that's really nice, but for me it's really hard to set that up, because I don't want to sound needy in any way. I don't want to sound like, hey, you have to give me money to be a better person or something like that. I want to just have the chance. If you want to give me something, that's really, really nice of you, and that's what I want to make clear, that it is not necessary. But if you do that, then you don't know. I will have to see how I set that up for me in the right way, that I don't feel bad about it. That's what I want to do, because I don't want to feel bad about you. I don't want to classify my viewers into hey, these are the Patreons and they are way better than all the other people that watch me, and that's not what I want. Everybody is equal. The people that come to Patreon and give me a bit, that are just, that's a fine thing to do, because again, I'm doing this for basically free at the moment, and it's yeah, we talked a lot about new hardware and all that stuff, and it's at the moment, from just the YouTube money, it's just not possible. Yeah, something like that. That's what I want. Nothing in life is free. Yeah, that's true. Very beautiful scenery and music, Dark Souls. Yeah, that's a thing. It looks dang good, and if I get the chance at one point, if I get it for a reasonable price or so, I might get it just to take a look at it. But I think it will not get me. All these combo strategy, it's a bit of a strategy combo game. Do the right thing at the right time. I'm not good at that. Good, but now go to Epic Tech and Cosmic Chimp, watch them, and greet all the people there, and have more fun there if you want. I will go now. People, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the stream. Hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.